Hey everybody, this is Matt Reisinger with Reisinger Homes. Welcome to my video blog on green building and building science. I'm here in front of a house that my company is doing a whole house remodel on. This is a neighborhood in central Austin called Rosedale. We are doing a whole house remodel with Nick Deaver as the architect in the project. This is a mainly 40s neighborhood. Most of these houses are built around the World War II area. And this house that we're doing behind us had a lot of termite damage. I want to talk to you today about how to pre-treat your house when you're doing a remodel to eliminate the damage that we saw in this house from happening in the future. So let's meet inside. I've got Joel Railing with Termimesh and their sister company ABC Pest. We're about to do a borate treatment on this house. Let's go in and have a look. Okay, we're back. So we're inside the house. I'm here with Joel Railing from Termimesh. Joel, how are you today?
Good to see you today.
Good to see you. I think I mentioned this is a 40s house, had not been touched for many, many years. If you look around, you can see what's new framing, what's old, kind of based on the color of the framing lumber. So this kind of dark brown lumber, this is the original lumber on the house. And then where you're seeing this lighter colored lumber, this is new. Of course, we had to resheathe the outside of the house. But when we took this house apart, we saw quite a bit of termite damage. A lot of it's been removed, but here's one section that we left that was still pretty structurally sound, but you can see had some termite damage. So Joel, can you tell us what we're looking at here from this termite damage?
Yeah, basically what we're seeing is as the termites come in, they're looking for a wood source to eat. They're going to eat the softer wood first. Okay, so what they do is they build their mud tunnels, and that will leave an etched mark, which is what you see, kind of the little patterns you see here. And then you'll see the little tunnels that they've created as they've eaten their way into parts of the wood. And like Matt said, this wood is still structurally sound. This is just small, minute parts that they chewed into and ate and took as a nutrient source back into their colony.
Yeah. Now we did see some that weren't structurally sound, but that one was adequate for us to leave in place. So Joel, as a green builder and someone who's very interested in being as chemical free in my houses as I can,
exactly.
One of the things that I really like about the Termimesh product that you guys use is that if we're doing new construction and we have a slab foundation, I've shared some videos on Termimesh. How can we prevent termites from coming back to us here, or if they do get in, how do we keep them away?
Right, exactly. And so what we do with anytime we do a refurbish or a add-on in addition in older homes, is we look at what is the greenest approach to take there. And what we're using today is we're going to use a product called Timbor Professional. It's a great preventative product. The great thing about this is it's based with borates. And a borate is basically a stomach toxicant to termites and other insects. So we're going to apply this to the wood product. We're going to apply it in the crawl space and up under to all the wood under the crawl space, as well as the older timbers and the new timber on the first floor. What we're doing is we're creating a buffer between the home and the termites that they can't eat through and can't get to, because if they do, they're going to eat it, die, go away, because it's going to send off a warning signal to the other termites.
Yeah.
And the other part of that is by using the Timbor product on the first floor, it's going to provide some additional pest control benefits to the homeowner of the home. It's not an end-all solution, but it will definitely keep pest populations at a minimum.
Yeah. So a couple things you need to know about this product. Number one, it needs to be applied in a place that's going to continue to stay dry.
Exactly.
So we need to have our houses waterproofed, our siding is on, our roof is on this house. We're basically ready for the spray foam crew to come in and start spraying this house, and we're going to do this termite pre-treatment just prior to that so that these walls are not going to get wet. So once that Timbor soaks into the wood, it's very long lasting. You know, this is going to last for 50, 100 years, really, as long as that wall cavity is not getting wet and washing away. The other thing I really like about this, it's a borax, or pardon me, a borate treatment. You've heard the word borax before, and my grandmother used to use 20 mule team borax for her laundry. It's a naturally occurring mineral, correct me if I'm wrong.
Exactly, that is correct.
And so it's mined out of the earth. And this solution, it's normally in a solid state. This is a liquid suspension of that, and the liquid is carrying that into the wood so that it can soak up. Is that correct?
Exactly. It'll soak into the wood, and it'll also have some on the exterior of the wood, which is why, pest control-wise, insects, after the homeowner takes over, and they use the wall voids and cavities a lot of times and spaces in there, they'll come across it into contact, clean themselves, eat it, stomach toxic, and then they die and go away.
That's great.
So and the great thing about borates is that borates, being a naturally occurring mineral, we use it as humans in a lot of our different products.
Right.
Eye wash solution, all that, you can find borates in all the time.
Yeah.
So it is a really versatile product, and best part of it is it's a long-lasting product.
Yeah.
So this home is going to be protected for a long time after this application is done.
So we're on the first floor. What you can't see underneath us here, this is a pier and beam foundation home. So we have concrete round piers underneath us here. And Joel has told us he's already going to treat this first floor all the way up to the top plate. What will you do underneath us here in the crawl space, Joel?
We'll do a full application to all wood framing under the underside, which will get the underside of the decking, as well as the joists that you have for your floor joists. All that will be treated to where it's to the point of runoff, basically, so that it'll soak into the wood and then leave a protective coating on the exterior of the wood.
Yep.
The other good thing about being that it's in a crawl space is that borate is a naturally occurring anti-wood fungal. So what happens is some of the wood fungus that attacks wood in crawl space areas because of moisture issues sometimes are actually inhibited from growing on the wood product now, because the borate is there and it's helping keep that off the wood.
If you go to your big box stores too, you'll see a roach powder, sometimes in a powdered form, which the main ingredient for that, if you're using the one that I'm thinking of, is all borates. And so it's a good roach preventative as well.
Exactly.
For crawl spaces, for attics, places like that you could have some roach infestation. Joel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think it's an excellent product. And whether you're building new or remodeling, this is an excellent product to use at this stage where we have all the lumber exposed.
Exactly.
It's easy access to get to everything. And again, the other thing I like about it is it's a long-lasting treatment. So we're going to treat this once until this house gets remodeled again in another 75 years. This framing should be protected.
Exactly. Do it right.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Tim. Watch out for the